Our lesson outcome will be learners will be able to distinguish between raw and manufactured materials. Learners will learn about the properties of a variety of solid materials. Learners will comprehend the significance of raw and manufactured materials in everyday situations. In our last lesson, we learned about materials and saw that they can be solids, liquid, or gases. Today, we will learn about solid materials. We will know how raw and manufactured materials are made from. Nearly everything in our environment is formed of materials. Materials are used to make the shoes that you wear, the pen that you write with, the glass that you drink water from. Other examples would be cell phones, a soccer ball, your television, your PlayStation, even the desk and the chair that you are sitting on. Now, who can tell me which materials are solids made from? What is the main difference between raw materials and manufactured materials? From where do raw materials come from? Is sand really made of glass? What do the terms raw and manufactured mean? Have you ever heard the term raw before? Maybe it was while you were talking about your food or someone mentioned that your meat or veggies were still raw because they hadn't been cooked yet. When we talk about raw materials, we mean food that has not been cooked. Same way, when we process something, we change it into something else with different properties. We can also discuss raw materials. This is the normal state of substance. It has not yet been processed. Raw materials can be found in our surroundings for as tree, oil, and coal. However, when this material is treated, which means it has been changed or modified by people, and it is referred to as a manufactured material. Wood and sand are examples of raw materials. People change wood into paper and sand into glass once they have been treated. Thus, paper and glass are manufactured materials. Raw materials. Raw materials are materials that are found in nature. That means that they come from plants, animals, and rocks. Also, we can say that raw materials are natural materials that exist in both living and non-living things. These raw elements are natural and we use them to make other things. For example, wood, sand, clay, animal wool, coal, and oil. Manufactured materials. Materials that are manufactured have been treated or changed from raw materials using a variety of techniques and methods that are chemical based or mechanical based. Some examples can be glass, plastic, and paper. These objects are used to make products such as cars, furniture, and gadgets. Now, class, let's look at the board. These are some examples that are made from wood material. Wooden chair, wooden door, pencils, wooden window, and wooden cupboard. Now we can see sand. Glass is made from a special sand called silica. As you can see on the board, the examples will be glass plates, glass windows, glass cups, and even a bulb. Some examples from clay will be mugs, wash basins, bathtubs, even a pot. Class, let's see now examples for coal and oil. It can be fabric, paint, plastic items such as straws, bottles, cups, and utensils. Animal skin is also known as hide. We can make leather shoes, leather sofas, leather jackets, belts, gloves, socks, jerseys. Did you know manufactured materials such as glass and paper are made by people? Imagine your life without paper. No books, no newspapers to read, even no toilet paper. People change raw materials in many ways to create other types of materials. For example, plastic. Plastic is a hard and strong material and it can take very long to degrade or to go rotten. And this is why we should reuse and recycle our plastic materials. Properties of materials refers to when we make objects out of various materials, which is why we need to understand their qualities, how they look, and how they behave. Properties of material. The qualities of a material impact on how it is utilized. Plastic, for example, is waterproof. Therefore, rain jackets are made to keep the rain off and keep you dry. A wool cannot be made as a rain jacket as it is not waterproof and you would get soaked. The reason behind this is that wool is an absorbent material and it can soak up water. Let's see an example. These days here in South Africa we have water shedding. So sometimes we don't have water for 3 days. So if you need to store water in a bucket, what will be the properties of this property materials of this bucket? Waterproof, so it doesn't leak. Strong, that it holds the weight of water, and the same time must be light because we must be able to carry it. Okay. So when a material is hard, it is impossible to scratch, cut or break. The hardness of a material can be assessed by how difficult and easy it is to change its shape. For another example will be a rock or a stone. It is a hard material. It cannot be scratched, cut or even broken easily. Rock and stones is so hard and strong that you'll have to use a drill or a machine to cut through. Now tell me, class, what is the opposite of hard? Soft, yes. So let's think of a wet, soft clay. When the clay is soft, it can be shaped in a new total object. Now, class, let's look at the board. These are some examples of raw materials that can be used in making other materials with these properties. Animal skin is used as a raw material to manufacture leather, which is then used to make shoes, handbags, and belt. Therefore, it is soft and strong at the same time. Animal wool is used to make clothing such as jerseys and scarves. Therefore, it is soft and weak as it can tear easily. Clay. When clay is soft and then molded and burnt, ceramics such as cups, pot, and vases can be made. Therefore, it is hard and weak. Coal and oil are utilized in the making of materials like paint, plastic, and garments. Paper is made from wood and plant fiber. Therefore, it is soft and flexible and it can tear easily.